AML/CFT National Strategy Framework. UAE's commitment to combating money laundering and terrorist financing. Money laundering, ML, and the financing of terrorism, FT, are crimes that pose significant threats to the security, stability, and integrity of the global economic and financial systems, as well as society at large. It is estimated that the proceeds of crime, including terrorist financing, laundered annually account for 2 to 5% of global GDP. However, only about 2% of these criminal proceeds are seized, and roughly half of that amount is ultimately confiscated by judicial authorities. This underscores the urgency of combating ML and FT in the global fight against organized crime. UAE's commitment and actions. The UAE is strongly committed to fighting money laundering, terrorist financing, and the financing of illegal organizations. To this end, the country's competent authorities have established robust legislative, regulatory, and institutional frameworks aimed at preventing, detecting, and deterring financial crimes, including ML and FT. The UAE also focuses on enhancing the effectiveness of these frameworks by implementing internationally recognized AML/CFT standards recommended by the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, the Middle East and North Africa Financial Action Task Force, MENAFATF, other FATF-style regional bodies, FSRBs, the United Nations, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, IMF. As part of these efforts, the UAE's competent authorities have taken several key actions, including enhancing the legislative and regulatory framework, introduction of the new AML/CFT law and cabinet decision incorporating FATF standards, national risk assessment, NRA conducting an NRA to identify and assess ML/FT threats and vulnerabilities, as well as evaluating the country's capacity to combat ML/FT at a national level. National AML/CFT Strategy and Action Plan, formulating a strategy and action plan based on the NRA results, aimed at ensuring the effective implementation, supervision, and continuous improvement of the national AML/CFT framework. This strategy provides strategic and tactical direction to both public and private sector institutions in the UAE. National AML/CFT Strategic Pillars. The UAE's national strategy on anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism is built on 4 key pillars, each associated with specific strategic priorities. These priorities shape the key initiatives of the National Action Plan on AML/CFT. National AML/CFT Strategic Pillars. Strategic Priorities. Legislative and regulatory measures. Increase effectiveness and efficiency of legislative and regulatory policies and ensure compliance. Transparent analysis of intelligence. Leverage the use of financial databases and the development of information analysis systems to enhance the transparent analysis and dissemination of financial intelligence information. Domestic and international cooperation and coordination. Promote the efficiency and effectiveness of domestic and international coordination and cooperation with regard to the availability and exchange of information. Compliance and law enforcement. Ensure the effective investigation and prosecution of ML/FT crimes and the timely implementation of TFS. Key drivers of success. The National Committee for Combating Money Laundering and the Financing of Terrorism and Illegal Organizations has identified several key drivers for successfully achieving the goals of the National AML/CFT strategy. Effective coordination. Ensuring effective coordination between the Financial Intelligence Unit, FIU, law enforcement authorities, public prosecutors, supervisory authorities, and other competent authorities within the UAE. Regulatory compliance. Promoting effective compliance with laws and regulations governing banking and other financial services. Risk awareness. Enhancing awareness among financial institutions, FIs, of the ML/FT risks specific to the UAE and their sectors, informed by the NRA results, and understanding their statutory obligations in managing and mitigating those risks.